Hello and welcome back to BANNERPAGE 2.1. If you'd like to download the mod, there is a link in the description. Oh, this is a perfect environment for our longbowmen and our crossbowmen. We seem to have done a pretty decent job, or at least by sheer chance of me getting some decent units here. And I'm gonna hope that I will be able to continue using them to their greatest effect, because Welsh longbowmen seem to be really strong, and I am very happy that they are in my army. Oh yeah, I am also making a bit of an error here by not having my infantry and cavalry out the front. Oh no, never mind. Don't even need them. Don't even need them, and that's exactly my point. It feels to me like those archers and crossbowmen, they are a great team together, and this is also the main reason why I wanted to do this small fight, because they had a number of people that they had taken prisoner. So I'm going to be taking, I guess, the peasant women. I guess I'll take the peasant women because I think they become something really good later on. And farmers, I think, can only become regular mercenaries or just regular manhunters. And that's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with them. But I think that the female ones become something much more powerful. Anyway, ooh, nice. Some new gloves. Even though they only give us a very small increase, it is going to help us nevertheless. And all of these shields are also going to help us quite a bit. You may notice that Mr. Barney here has changed his helmet and has also changed his torso armor. And, well, I actually did a small battle just before the recording started, and I gained this vest and this helmet from that. So that's basically how I got that. Anyway, we're going to be going back to Rivercheck now, and indeed going back to our hideout as well, because we're pretty much ready to upgrade it. Unfortunately, it is going to be quite expensive. It is 10,000, so there you go. Our hidden base has now been built, and we only needed one lumber for that. I very much appreciate the fact that the requirement for upgrading it is literally just one lumber, because I know that there are some mods out there that go maybe a little too far with the crafting and the upgrading and things like that. And I'm not looking at you, paid mod Viking Conquest. I'm not looking at you at all. Yeah, I kind of am. Anyway, the point is, those kinds of things where you need, like, I don't know, 15 pieces of something and 12 pieces of another, especially when you have a low inventory management skill, that's going to be a bit difficult. It's going to be a bit difficult. Anyway, now this allows us to do everything that we want. And you can see here by the description, it is perfect for any kind of undercover and underground operation, which is exactly what we want to do. Now, you do have a storage in here as well. Oh, apparently my party is too large to make a stop here, because I literally have 41 units instead of 40. So I guess we can't go into the storage, which is kind of weird, but I should be able to go... Wait a minute. Can I not go into the... wait a minute. I misread that. I thought that the 40 limit was actually the garrison limit and not actually the limit on how many units I could actually have here. So I guess one peasant woman gets to go home and relax, put her feet up after the ordeal that she's gone through. And anyway, now what we can do is, as you can see, we can speak to any one of these NPCs, which is really cool, especially considering if you want to roleplay as some kind of bandit king, some kind of assassin, smuggler, anything you want, you can basically do whatever you want with all of these NPCs. For example, the madam, apart from providing you morale boosts, can also tell you basically where any lord in the entirety of Calradia is. The slave trader is obviously self-explanatory. The recruiter, again, self-explanatory. And the smuggler is very cool because he buys loot from you, which is going to be very nice indeed. Okay, so let's go into the assembly hall and actually take a look and see all of our people here. Hello there, Mr. Russell. I would like to speak to you. There we go. He also refreshes his inventory every 7 days. And I think that's pretty nice. Oh, look at that. Do you know of any ongoing feasts? Arrange sending a gift to a certain lady. So if you want to court a particular lady specifically, then you can very easily do that. And you can send dyes, silk, velvet. Once you place the goods in the stock transfer link, I will promptly find someone to deliver it to the lady. Yeah, so I obviously don't have any of those things. Organize a permanent goods transport link between this base and my fief? Oh, that is very cool. Unfortunately, I don't have a fief at the moment, Russell, so I won't be able to do anything regarding that. But as you can see, he has a very healthy amount of money. And if you want, you can pretty much buy ale here for an increase in party morale. You can also buy sausages and so on and so forth. So that is very nice. And I am looking forward to seeing what else we can do here, like for example recruiting some units. I hope that we'll be able to recruit some units by speaking to the recruiter, but I think we'll probably need to do a little bit of should we say swapping out of other people, and I don't have that much money as well, so it probably won't really help us that much, at least at the moment. Ooh, that is a nice sword. Look at that. 37 cutting damage, 105 weapon reach. I would love to be able to buy that. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money for it, which is actually kind of a shame. I actually don't know how long it's going to take for his inventory to refresh. I know it says 7 days, but I don't know when the 7 days started. Whether I upgrade it, it probably starts the day that you upgrade, I assume. And in which case, that's perfect, because then I'll be able to hopefully accrue enough money before he gets a replenishment of his, or should we say a refreshment of his market there. Okay, so finest troops. Check out this base's armory. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what this is. Is it... there we go. Yeah, you can store your best loot in here. Yeah, okay, that's very, very nice. You certainly heard it. Will there be... Oh, nice! Look at that. Will there be a tournament in nearby town soon? So actually, you can actually ask where tournaments are. So you don't even need to go into a town. So let's say that you have war with every single faction, if you want. Then you don't have to worry about that, because you can literally ask where tournaments are going to be, and maybe you can then sneak in and do the tournament there if you want to. Anyway, as you can see, you can recruit any kind of bandit, which is actually amazing. Shall we recruit one Sea Raider? Oh, okay. I can't do that because I have exactly 40, so that's kind of unfortunate. Well, what about manage? Oh, okay, so that just basically means that, and then the hideout obviously means the storage right there, and you can walk around if you so desire as well. Let's just walk around because we haven't seen it before, and this is our hideout. You would not think that this is the base of a criminal enterprise. Well, technically, we're not really a criminal just yet because we're actually doing mercenary work. And we haven't really done anything too dramatic yet. But I'm hopeful that will change soon. Alright, so after making a brief stopover in Riverchegg, I did get my money. You know, I got my money from my lands and stuff like that. And now I've returned back to our base, and I thought we might want to play Find the Lady. So let's see if I can maybe win at this. Okay, so we got to find the lady in the center there. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, well, this one. Wow. That was remarkably easy. Let's see if I can maybe do a little bit better. All right. Oh. Oh, okay. Tricked me. Look at that. What? Am I not seeing it right? I don't think I'm seeing it right. Okay, let's have a look. It looks like that. Oh, now, of course, I won when I bet 1 dinar. Of course. I thought it was this one. Yep, it is indeed that one again. Okay. Come on now. We can do it. We can do it. I think it's this one. It's not. Oh, my. They're tricky. They're tricky. They are very, very tricky indeed. Anyway, what I've done is I've recruited 5 Sea Raiders, and these guys actually have some really, really good stats for being pretty much just tier 1 units. And I have taken a look at their upgrade tree. So, for example, if you have a look at Outlaws right here, and you take a look at the Sea Raiders and the Veteran Sea Raiders, this is what they level up into. And you can see originally they have, I believe it is 110. Yes, they have 110 in every weapon proficiency. They have 47 HP. And then when they level up, they gain 51 HP. And then they also have some better armor as well. And then when they get to Sea Raider Leader, then they become absolute beasts. Now, let's actually just compare these Sea Raider Leaders to, for example, Nord Huskarls or something like that, because they're basically the same kind of unit. So let's take a look. 140 weapon proficiency, And we're going to take out the northern lands here, Nordhuskal. So yeah, you could see that the Nordhuskal is, of course, going to be much stronger, which you would expect, of course. I mean, bandits are obviously not going to be as strong as a highly trained unit from a very large faction. But just look at this. This is a Nord veteran. This is just one step down, and the Sea Raider leader is pretty much the same as this. Pretty much. With a few minor differences, and I like that a lot. I think that that is going to be very, very useful for us. Unfortunately, I'm going to need some more leadership. I think leadership is going to be extremely important for us going forward, so I'm going to have to try and level up my charisma a little more as well, and we'll see how it goes. I think we're not at war against anyone at the moment. No, it doesn't look as though we're at war against anyone, which is actually kind of a shame, because that means that I can't really do much. But I think what I am going to do is, because we are a mercenary with the Vagiers, I'm just going to raid, and no one can stop me because we're under their banner. Or at least I hope so. Alright, so we're up against some Nord archers here. Some veteran, I think they're veteran Nord archers, so they will probably give a pretty significant amount of experience for our team here. I actually am not even sure whether my main unit, my Welsh longbowmen and the crossbowmen that we have, I don't think that they actually can even level up. I think they are just, you know, proficient in the way they are. And you can see here that they really do so much damage. They're really, really good. And I'd highly recommend, if you're playing along with me, or in general, if you want to try out the mod, I highly recommend getting some Welsh longbowmen if you are also doing the whole bandit start. Ooh, got murdered. I got murdered like no one's business. Wow, that was actually pretty harsh. That was pretty harsh, but it's fine. Everything's working out as intended. I should have been more careful there. Apparently, they really had my number. And that's exactly what I mean. Nord archers, they may be one of the worst ranged units in Warband, but they're really still effective, as you can see. They're really very effective indeed. Alright, so there you go. We did achieve victory. Unfortunately, I did die, so that was obviously not exactly great, but, you know, it's fine. And otherwise, I'm just going to take these slaver chiefs because they can indeed get us more prisoners, which I very much want. And I don't think I'll be taking anything else. I do need to level up. I think I'm pretty close to level up as well. So it would be quite nice if we could make that work. Ooh, designed to penetrate chainmail. Oh, considering we're actually up against... we're up against a lot of Sea Raiders recently. So I think that should probably help us out more than anything. This is where I currently am as well, by the way. I chase these guys across the map, hilariously enough. Hashtag Warband things, right? Yeah, that's how it usually goes. And yeah, I've also been doing some slightly unsavory things. So, for example, I have been stealing cattle from various villages and then basically being like, okay, it's time for, you know, the slaughtering. And then just taking the beef and selling it. And that's basically what I've been attempting to do. Now, what we're going to do now, I think I'm actually capable of buying that sword. And I'd very much like to get it. I've got to be a bit careful here, though, because these brigands and things, they actually have some pretty decent units. And I don't know whether I can really deal with them that well. It seems like, indeed, the Welsh longbowmen cannot level up any further. But I'm actually going to take a look at them and actually see exactly why they're so good. 155 archery. 6 power draw. I guess we have our answer. They're very, very good. They also have some great weapons. The longbowman, or shall we say the longbow that they're using, seems very damaging and quite accurate as well. Alright. Don't know why I'm going into the town here, because I want to actually go to our base. Okay. Apparently I don't have it. And I don't have any money at my land either. Okay. I guess I'm just going to wait a little bit of time and see if I can maybe pounce upon some Sea Raiders. Well, it seems like I was able to pounce. Unfortunately, we have maybe bitten off a bit more than we can chew, because this is a party of 40 Sea Raiders. Yes, 40 Sea Raiders. And if you thought that that was a bit too much, well, just wait and see. Yeah, you'll see exactly. It's probably going to be bad. Yeah, I need to make the most of my explosive arrows, so I'm going to try and be a bit careful about how I use them. he says as he fires at least 2 off and doesn't actually kill anything with them. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I did great. Did you see that? Wow, I killed the entire enemy army with that 1 arrow. That was great. Very nicely done. Obviously, I'm joking, but yeah. That was... oh, that didn't... Oh, dear. Okay, I might very well die here. This would be bad. This would... Oh, okay, my horse is dead. My horse is actually dead. Guess we'll tell our cavalry to charge in here. I was kind of relying on having my cavalry run around with me and maybe do a little bit of damage here and there. You know, not too much to worry about, but apparently we do need to worry about it now. Oh, nice hit, Mr. Barney. Very good work. Oh, another one. Another nice hit. Okay. We're actually doing quite well, surprisingly. Oh, hello there. Give me this. No, no, no. Ah, of course he'd run away. Horses. Yeah, they know the relationship that Barney has with horse archers, and they're just like, no, don't really want to do that. Thank you very much. Okay, so maybe we can hit this guy. He's gonna be annoying, isn't he? Because he's got a massive shield. I mean, that's exactly what Sea Raiders are all about, isn't it? You know, just having a lot of HP, good armaments and everything. That's the reason why everyone goes up and, you know, goes up into North Territory and fights these guys, because they are indeed the most dangerous. And I'm really surprised we actually ended up only losing 2 units. What happened? What actually happened? I have no idea. But I guess there you go. That's pretty nice. Now, something to do with the slave trader, right? So the slave trader in our hideout, I don't know whether you noticed, but he can buy prisoners from you. And according to the notes on the download page, on the mod page, basically what he does is, I think he buys units and he buys prisoners for in between the cost of the default slave trader, the guy that you usually go for when you have a bunch of looters and stuff, and the lowest tier of unit, and obviously between the regular ransom brokers. So the regular ransom broker is going to give you more cash in general, but obviously you might not be able to find one of those when you want to find it. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see whether we'll come across one right here, because it would be nice to sell to someone that gives us a huge amount of cash. But if it doesn't, then that's absolutely fine, because then we can just go to our slave trader ourselves and get a good amount from him. Ooh, now look at this. Oh, I have come across Basilius right here. He is an absolute monster, and apparently he can teach you about bodybuilding. I'm actually not sure what kind of skill he's going to give you for that. Probably Iron Flesh, maybe Athletics. One of those would probably be the case. And you can see here that he actually sells armor, so I would assume it would probably be Iron Flesh. And yeah, I'm not going to be able to afford any of these things. It would be really, really cool if I would be able to. I mean, you can see here that this and this are pretty good defensively, and they are only 10,000. Only 10,000. So I think we could probably make it work. Oh, this is actually only 6,300. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I think we might be able to make something like this work, but unfortunately not at the moment. Oh, and you can also see, there we go, greatest secrets in armor effectiveness, which part of the body should be developed more and which part is better to be slim. I will show you some applied bodybuilding, and it's going to cost 24,000 dinars, which is significant, but that's okay, you know, not a problem. I couldn't find a ransom broker here, by the way, so I will just be selling most of my goods here. And I think I should hopefully have enough after selling here to be able to potentially buy that sword. And I'm hopeful that I will be in time to buy that sword. So let me actually just rush over there real quick and go into the assembly hall. Hello there, fellows. Yes. Give me your price for all of them. Ooh. Oh, you can actually transport them to the salt mine. Are you serious? I didn't know that you could do this. That is actually really cool. What is the price for all of them? 555 for 5 prisoners. That's actually pretty good. That is actually pretty good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look. Ah, his stuff refreshed before I could get back here. Oh, well, never mind. That's actually not too bad. There is a very nice sword here as well, but the weapon reach is a little bit less than I would like. I'd like about 100 weapon reach, especially for fighting on horseback. There's also a mule here, some good gauntlets, the moose helm. I mean, how can you say no to the moose helm? I really love the moose helm. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to buy it, at least at the moment. I mean, we could potentially buy it if I had a little bit of extra cash, and I think I could probably do it if I sold the tools, and I also sold my prisoners. So should we do it? Why not? Why not? Let's see what I can do here. So the slaver, yeah, 555. That's a pretty good price, to be honest. And I think what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna go and see if I can get a blunt weapon, and then I'll try to take a number of low-tier bandits prisoner as much as I possibly can. So I'm just gonna go in there myself and just basically try and hit them down with a blunt weapon. And then we'll use Mr. Gallius here to transport all of those prisoners down to the salt mine. This is basically a perfect functionality for this slaver guy, because let's face it, you do not want to be running all the way down to the salt mine, because it is very far away. You gotta think about that. I'm gonna buy this, and I'll sell the helm, and there you go. So I'm going to spend 3,900. I'm doing this for the moose helm. You can't say no to the moose helm, so I'm going to be doing that for that. And there you go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so there we are. I don't think we need tools anymore. That's why I sold them. But yeah, you can see here, this is the salt mine. As you can see, it's very far away, and adding a functionality like this is perfect. Absolutely perfect, especially for someone that is going to be starting in Saranid territory, in Rodok territory, or indeed, as we have, started in Vagia territory. So it is really, really good in my opinion. Now, I think I'm going to go and see if I can... I still can't get my money. Still can't get my money. Oh well, never mind. I guess I'm just going to fight a couple of low-tier bandits, as I said, and then in the next episode, we'll transfer a bunch of prisoners over to the salt mine, and hopefully by that point, the Vagias might have declared war on another faction, and then we'll be able to raid some of their villages. I actually did attempt to raid some villages, but unfortunately I couldn't cause enough aggression to be able to get that option to appear. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.